everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video. Hope you enjoy.
It's interesting what you're touching about, like I think the purpose of training, doing something, changes as well with time, you know, and you sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm gonna give it up, or too many injuries, or I had enough, or I was using that to do something for my life, but I already achieved or something like that. But then you kind of like find a different purpose, you know, and at the end of the day, having a great community, like you said, and something that makes you feel good regardless, you know, the purpose, I think is super awesome. What kind of advice would you give to someone? Because a lot of people in Australia doesn't yet, even though it's growing so massively right now, it yet doesn't understand too much about jiu-jitsu, doesn't know exactly what it is. And so they get really scared to come to a jiu-jitsu gym, right? I heard a lot of people, oh, I want to try, but I think I'm too old. And they're like 30. I'm like, wow, you're not too old at all. Or I'm not fit enough. I'm going to do some weights. I hear that all the time. I'm going to do some weights.
I need to get fit first.
I need to get fit. And I'm like, oh, what is a better place to get fit than a So how do all girls going, oh, I'm a bit small, you know? What would be your advice for these people?
Again, it's just community, hey? Like, it's finding the gym that, like, there's always excuses. And even me, it's been really hard being injured and having the 2 kids. Like, I don't have, like, my mom's a competitive powerlifter. Like, she's, like, competing at the Worlds. Like, she's, you know, it's me, my mom, and my kids. So she's got her own career and her own sport. Like, I can't just drop the kids off and go to training. And, you know, for me to be at jiu-jitsu, there's a dedication to be at jiu-jitsu because I have to find a babysitter or I have to find a way around it. And I am at uni. I have, like, you know, all these other commitments. And it's not, you know, at one point I could be selfish with my training and my time because I had a goal. Like, I was going to the Olympics, you know, that's where I was going. And
you
so
had no other
everything
responsibilities.
else, everything else in my life revolved around my goal. Now I've got to find that balance. And it is tricky. And I do respect that a lot more now. Like, whereas before I'd hear somebody go, but I have, you know, a job or I have kids. And I'm like,
and what?
What? Like, you can, like, I have a job and I'm you know, and I was still, like, when I fought for the belt, I still had a full-time job and a kid. Like, you know, like, I still made it happen. But yeah, it is, like, now, like, I have a lot more respect for, okay, people have different priorities in their life. But yeah, it's finding the right community, and yeah, it is negotiating and compromise, but it's worth it. And yeah, you get so much more out of every area in your life, I think, if you have a good community and good exercise. Like, you know, for me, exercising, like, my mental health, and, like, I'm so much more productive in everywhere else in my life when I'm training. And it's hard to sometimes get myself to the gym, but the benefits of being at the gym, like, what I get out of, like, uni and, like, my time with my children and my mental health, like, there's so many benefits from it. There's no one answer. Every individual situation is different, and how they then make it happen and how much time they can and can't give. But yeah, the benefits are worth it.
Yeah, the balance is amazing. The balance is happiness, in my opinion. You know, is where you find it, like, where you feel good about yourself, feel good about the time you enjoy in life. You know?
Like, you might have to sacrifice one drinks night a week or something like that. But you know, most of the time it's worth it. You know, to go there and do something more personal for you that's better, and all those things you talked about, mentally, physically, or it's going to improve your life in so many different areas. So.
Yeah, like, I drive, you know, like, far longer. Like, there's judo or jiu-jitsu. There's, like, nowadays, since the UFC, there's jiu-jitsu and MMA and martial arts, like, everywhere. You can find a club everywhere. But yeah, I drive anywhere between half hour. Like I train at Caloundra, like one of my MMA coaches at Caloundra, which is an hour and, you know, sometimes more depending on traffic from my house.
Yeah.
But I find the time to make that hour drive, you know, and then have to come back because like
it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth, you know, what I get at like my friends and my coach and my community. Like it's worth it for me. Like, and that's where I belong. That's my clique, and finding that extra hour in the day is worth it for me.
Yeah, there's people that come from Lawnton, from Green
Yeah,
Bay.
I really appreciate. Like I have a massive
drives.
appreciation for people that come from far away. I really do, and people that have kids as well, and find a balance. You know, and we all at one point, I have to work a bit more here. I can't. But you know, it's about like, okay, but how about next week? How about maybe put a session on Sunday? How about, you know, like that's super important.
There's always a way around all.
There's
the
always
excuses.
how about waking up
Or
1
issues.
hour early? Like that's what, you know, you can do as well sometimes.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.